Hey, it's Dr. Dunaway with ChiroStrength, and I'm following up with the vlog number 2 here with my half marathon training. Just finished up with a kettlebell endurance workout. So what I'm going to do today is kind of tell you a little bit about how I'm structuring those and the specific goals I'm trying to reach here. So I said in the first episode that what I'm trying to do is train for a half marathon. Never ran a half marathon. I've only ran a 5K and a sprint triathlon, and that was back in college. So endurance is not really my thing from a standpoint of I just don't enjoy it. I know it's necessary and it's a hole in my training right now. So this is a good way for me to try and develop a good training routine that has more endurance work in there, but do it safely. Because what I'm trying to do, I guess in one sentence, I'm trying to do this without losing muscle mass. Because a lot of times when people train endurance, they train at a heart rate that's too high, they push themselves too fast, so they tap into that anaerobic system instead of the aerobic system. So I'm really trying to stick in that aerobic system. And again, from the first video, you can check that, that 180 formula by Dr. Phil Maffetone out to kind of see how I got my target heart rate. But what I'm trying to do is keep my target heart rate between 140 and 150, give or take some beats there. And so basing my goal here on a 9-minute mile, which is nothing incredible, but it's a good starting point. The 9-minute mile, I started off the first week of training doing running 2 days a week, and I ran 2 miles on those days. And then the days I ran 2 miles, I came into the gym and I did 20 minutes worth of kettlebell swings on the minute every minute. And then this past week, I've done the 3 miles with the 30 minutes of kettlebell swings on the minute every minute. And that's just kind of a rough estimate. If I had to run 2 miles, is essentially 18 minutes. So I just say 20 minutes of swings, and then 3 miles, 27 minutes, about 30 minutes of swings. So that's kind of how I decided how long to swing. Now, I picked 15 swings to start with, and I did today, for example, I did the 30 minutes to correlate with my 3 miles, and I did 15 double-handed swings, double kettlebell with 12 kilograms on the minute every minute. And what you'll see is every minute I tracked my heart rate before I started and after I finished, immediately after I finished. And then I would check it again right before the clock hit the minute, and I'd do that for 30 minutes. So what I have here is a paper of all my heart rates. You can see it start to creep up. And it's important to realize that as you see some of these kind of peaks and stuff like that, a lot of this is breathing. Because I just kind of experiment a little bit with kind of changing my breathing patterns and not focusing on it at some points. And I mean, some of these top heart rates jumped up pretty high comparatively to the other ones. And so you'll kind of see that I'm gonna put the minutes and the correlating heartbeats and swing number down in the description below. But again, I dropped down to 10 swings at one point just because my heart rate was getting too high. I wasn't recovering, and I wanted to stay in that heart rate frame. So you'll kind of see there where I dropped from 15 swings to 10 swings to keep my heart rate in that good range. And I got the heart rate monitor again. It's just one of these Garmin heart rate monitors that I'm using to track that heart rate. And then the one thing I wanted to kind of add to this is, after I got done with my swings, I wanted to challenge the stability, challenge the single leg balance system a little bit. And so after I got done with that, I got a 20 kilogram kettlebell here, and we did some single leg deadlifts. So just for about 2 sets, I did 8 reps on each side, single leg deadlift, coming down real slowly, getting a good stretch on this posterior chain, and then trying to come back up into this runner stance and slowly getting about 8 reps of this. I'm not trying to go all the way down. I'm just trying to get a good kind of burst of stability there in that posterior chain. And then I went back and did 5 reps of single leg squats just to kind of finish off. I always like to finish off with some good stability into the system. And then tomorrow I'll probably work a little bit more on some soft tissue foam rolling around the calves and hamstrings and stuff like that. But that's kind of what I'm doing right now. So in the future videos, I'm going to discuss a little bit more about what I'm doing for core and stability from a standpoint of on days when I'm not actually running. The Saturday or Sunday, I'm kind of throwing in my sprint workouts there. So for example, this past Sunday, I just ran, I did 3 10-meter sprints, 3 20-meter sprints, 3 30-meter sprints. And kind of warmed up and cooled down with that. Not going crazy, but again, sprinting is a good way to tie this whole cross-crawl pattern together. So that's a skill that I want to kind of work on as I'm doing the endurance stuff too, just so that comprehension's there. So that's kind of what the training's like right now. If you have any questions, you can always email me at drdunaway@chirostrength.com. There's going to be some more vlogs coming out discussing different aspects of my training, kind of showing you how I'm going to be altering this kettlebell endurance stuff, but I kind of wanted to give you an idea of where I'm starting with. So kettlebells are a great way to keep yourself stable, but still be able to work some endurance, really tap into that aerobic system so I don't have to put as many miles on the road because I'm trying to preserve the feet, ankles, and knees. And right now, that's just kind of what I enjoy doing. I'd rather not go out for 5-10 mile runs right now. So that's how the training is going. Again, you know where to reach me if you have any questions. And like I always say, don't just mend, transcend. Thanks.